The darkness of the night spread across the empty highway. Dense pine trees stood on both sides, and a deep, unsettling silence ruled the road. Cutting through that silence, a red sedan raced forward. Ethan Miller was a lawyer by profession. Because of an urgent case, he was traveling to Asheville. It was extremely important for him to meet his client that very night. Suddenly, a sharp and icy gust of wind ripped through the pine trees. The wind was so violent that the road sign twisted with a loud creaking sound. The sign that pointed toward Asheville bent unnaturally and now pointed toward the wrong direction. Ethan's entire focus was fixed on his crucial meeting. He failed to sense the danger of what had just happened. Without realizing the mistake, he turned the car onto the road the sign was now pointing toward. The road grew even more deserted. For miles, there was no light, no houses, no humans. Then, suddenly, in the exact middle of the road, a figure appeared. A nun, walking slowly. She wore black robes. Her posture was calm, silent. Ethan's car approached her. The nun was extraordinarily beautiful. But in such a deserted place, what was she doing alone? The emptiness of the road and her unnatural beauty created a strange uneasiness, as if a terrifying trap had been laid in the darkness. Still, Ethan stopped the car.
Hello? Where are you going at such a late hour?
To the house of God. Man, will you drop me ahead?
The nun silently sat in the front passenger seat.
You're really quiet. You're sitting with me. Say something.
Ethan tried flirting with her.
You're sitting right next to me, but you won't say a word? What's the matter? If you stay this quiet, I'll get bored.
The nun did not respond. Her silence was more frightening than the stillness of the road itself. Suddenly, she slowly turned her face toward the window and began staring outside.
Why is it so silent? I'm just trying to talk and you're glued to the window. Turn your face this way too. Maybe I'm not that bad.
The nun slowly turned her face toward Ethan. At that exact moment, Ethan felt something was terribly wrong. She was no longer a nun. Her divine beauty twisted into a horrifying, demonic face. Seeing that face, Ethan lost control of the steering wheel. The car spun out of control. It crashed violently into a massive tree and burst into flames. After that, there was nothing left, only a burning ball of fire. The darkness of the night remained. The same pine trees, the same desolation, miles of silence, no light anywhere. In that same terrifying darkness, a black SUV sped forward. Inside the SUV were 4 friends heading out for a vacation. Emily Carter, a bold NGO worker who always stood up for the truth. Jason Reed, a law student, sharp-tongued, always joking. Mark Wilson, quiet by nature, working hard toward a government job. And Alex Bennett, whose father was a powerful real estate businessman, and Alex worked with him.
How much longer, man?
I wish we find a beautiful girl to give a ride to. She could sit with us and the journey would pass easily.
Just then, an ominous Y-junction appeared. A sudden violent gust of wind blew. The sign pointing toward Boone twisted and turned the other way. Without delay, Emily turned the SUV onto that deserted road. The SUV now raced along the same unknown abandoned road. Breaking the dead silence, someone dressed in deep black walked slowly toward the SUV. When the headlights illuminated her face, time seemed to stop. She was an unimaginably beautiful nun. Her beauty was so strange that Jason and Mark were stunned, like thirsty men finding water in a desert.
Where are you going at this hour? My name is Sister Mary. I'm going to a nearby church. Will you drop me? I need to go to the house of God.
She silently sat in the back seat between Jason and Mark. The journey continued for a long time. When the surroundings began to look unfamiliar, Alex took out his phone.
This is weird. Boone isn't even showing on the map. We're on the wrong track. This road is taking us somewhere else.
Relax. There's a hotel ahead. We'll stay there tonight.
Suddenly, the SUV jerked violently and stopped. Emily turned the key, but the engine didn't respond. She tried again and again, but the engine stayed dead, like stone. All four stepped out to check the engine. Sister Mary stayed inside the car. Alex slammed the hood shut in frustration. Everyone looked toward the back seat. Sister Mary was gone.
She said there's a hotel ahead. We should go there. At least we'll have a place to stay tonight.
Unaware of their fate, the four friends walked toward the mysterious hotel. The hotel was grand, but completely deserted and unsettling. The lobby was empty, except for a few staff members. Alex and Jason went to the reception desk. Emily and Mark wandered through the vast lobby.
Welcome, sir. How may I help you?
Wow, what a place. Why is it so empty?
It's off-season, sir. Do you need 4 rooms?
Emily's eyes fell on a large portrait hanging on the wall. It was of an old priest. Emily stared at it closely. Suddenly, she felt the priest's eyes staring back at her. Her body shuddered. Blood tears streamed from the priest's eyes, thick, dark red blood. Terrified, Emily ran away, screaming. Hearing Emily's terrified scream, Alex rushed toward her from the reception desk. Emily was shaking uncontrollably.
I'm not joking. I'm telling the truth. That painting, it was alive. Blood was coming from its eyes.
Emily, you're exhausted. Your mind is playing tricks on you. Go to your room, get some sleep, you'll feel better.
The night had grown deeper.
The hotel's long corridors were now swallowed by complete silence. Dim yellow lights flickered weakly, trembling as if they could go out any moment. The 4 friends retired to their separate rooms. Jason was the only one unaffected by the silence. He lay on his bed with headphones on, listening to music at low volume. Lost entirely in his own world, he remained unaware of the eerie stillness around him. In another room, Alex sat comfortably watching his favorite horror show on his phone. He was so absorbed that he felt no fear of the silence outside. As soon as the show ended, Alex felt a strong craving for a cigarette.
Jason, come down, let's smoke.
Within minutes, both of them headed down to the deserted garden.
Meanwhile, Mark was fast asleep, trying to shake off the fatigue of the journey. Suddenly, an unusual movement inside the room woke him up. Trembling with fear, Mark slowly opened his eyes. What he saw froze his entire body. A shadow stood near his bed. The shadow slowly turned toward him. As its face became visible, Mark's soul trembled. A terrifying, grotesque nun stood before him.
Please leave me alone. Don't hurt me.
The nun ignored his pleas. With a deep, animalistic growl, she attacked him. Suddenly, everything went silent. The terror vanished in an instant. Mark looked around in panic. There was no one there.
At the same time, Emily sat quietly in her room, reading a book. Suddenly, the book burst into flames. Terrified, Emily threw the burning book away and jumped off the bed. As she turned back, the cross hanging on the wall caught fire as well. Violent winds filled the room. The curtains flapped wildly as if something unseen had entered. Unaware of these horrors, Jason and Alex continued smoking in the deserted garden. Fearing for their lives, Emily and Mark ran out of their rooms. They rushed straight toward the garden. Jason and Alex were already there. Emily and Mark's faces had turned pale with terror. Without wasting a second, Emily and Mark narrated everything that had happened.
There's no church anywhere nearby, yet we can hear church bells ringing loudly.
Wow, what a story. You almost scared me.
Jason, look at them. They're terrified. At least listen.
Enough of this nonsense. You and your horror stories, keep them to yourselves. I'm going for a swim.
Jason threw his burning cigarette onto the ground. Smiling arrogantly, Jason walked toward the swimming pool.
As Jason disappeared into the darkness, an elderly man silently appeared. His face carried an unsettling calm.
My name is Father Thomas de Souza. I've lived here for many years. This hotel is my home.
For years? Then you must know everything about this place.
What you call a grand hotel once stood a very old church. It was a holy place. I lived here with two nuns, Sister Christina and Sister Mary. We cared for orphaned children.
Sister Mary, we met her on the road. She showed us this place.
What you saw was an illusion. A powerful builder wanted this land. He offered me millions, but I refused. When greed failed, he burned the church. We burned alive during prayer. This hotel stands on our ashes. There is a basement beneath this hotel where this truth was hidden but never erased.
Jason jumped into the swimming pool. He enjoyed the warm water. Suddenly, the water turned ice cold. Jason froze. He felt someone was there. He bent down and looked into the water. In the dark depths, a horrifying face stared back. The nun's eyes glowed like burning coals. Jason tried to escape. Something dragged him underwater. His scream ripped through the silence of the garden. Hearing the scream, Emily, Alex, and Mark ran toward the pool. What they saw shattered them. Jason's lifeless body floated on the cold water. Pure terror was frozen on his face. Alex's phone rang. His father's name flashed, Victor Bennett.
Dad, we're trapped. Jason is dead.
You shouldn't have gone there. I'm coming to get you. Stay together, don't go outside.
After Jason's death, escape was no longer an option. Emily, Alex, and Mark decided to uncover the truth. They walked toward the basement. Inside were broken crosses, coffins, and old church artifacts. Emily noticed a photograph.
That's Father D'Souza.
Alex saw a rusted sign. His face turned pale. He understood everything. Alex's full name was Alex Bennett. The hotel was built by his father's company. The illusion shattered. The luxurious hotel turned into ruins. Dust, cracked walls, cobwebs. There was no escape. Exhausted, they decided to wait for morning. They fell asleep. Church bells echoed. Footsteps followed. Crying filled the corridors. Alex woke up. Two nuns walked down the corridor. Alex followed them. They vanished in the lobby. A chandelier fell. Alex died instantly. Victor Bennett arrived. His son's body lay before him. The spirits appeared. Father Thomas stabbed Victor with the cross. The curse ended. The souls were free.